The day my girlfriend made me a woman. Liam had always been the quiet, reserved type, the kind of person who blended into the background. His introversion had shaped his life, keeping him at arm's length from the world and making him feel like an outsider in social situations. His shyness was a constant companion, one that often made him second-guess his place in any room. But there was one person who saw beyond that, the ever-energetic Chloe, his girlfriend. She was the opposite of Liam in so many ways, full of life and boundless enthusiasm. Yet, Chloe saw something in him that he didn't see in himself: strength, intelligence, and a kindness that radiated even when he didn't speak. She was determined to help him unlock that potential, even if it meant pushing him out of his comfort zone. One night, after weeks of keeping a secret, Chloe arrived home with a gleam in her eye and a large shopping bag in hand. Liam raised an eyebrow as she excitedly pulled out its contents: a gorgeous dress, flowing fabric that shimmered in the light, and a collection of makeup products that looked far too colorful for Liam's usual style. His heart skipped a beat. This wasn't one of her usual spontaneous surprises. Something about this felt different. Chloe, what's all this?" he asked, his voice tinged with confusion. She flashed him a mischievous grin. "I've been thinking a lot about you lately. You know how you sometimes struggle with your confidence, right? How you don't always see yourself the way I do." Chloe paused, waiting for him to meet her gaze, before she continued. "Well, I had an idea. How about I give you a makeover? A full transformation into a woman, just for fun. What do you think?" Liam blinked, unsure of how to process her words. The thought seemed so foreign, so out of left field. He stared at the outfit, at the makeup, his mind racing. Dressing up as a woman? It felt like an impossible leap, something that was far beyond his comfort zone. Yet, beneath the uncertainty, he couldn't shake the spark of curiosity. Could he really go through with this? "I don't know, Chloe," he said, his voice shaky. "I mean, that's a lot to ask. I'm not sure I could pull it off." Chloe smiled gently and stepped closer to him, placing a hand on his shoulder. "You don't have to be perfect, Liam. This is just for fun. It's about seeing yourself in a new light, maybe even surprising yourself. You're always so hard on yourself. I just want you to see yourself the way I do. Confident, beautiful, strong." Her words settled over him like a soft embrace, and after a moment of contemplation, Liam let out a long sigh. "Okay, I'll do it. But just this once, all right?" His voice was hesitant, but he could feel his resistance start to fade. Chloe's face lit up with excitement. "I promise you won't regret it." She led him to the bedroom, where she had already set up a small vanity with a mirror, brushes, and a variety of makeup products. Liam sat down in front of the mirror, his heart racing as Chloe began the transformation. She applied foundation with delicate strokes, sculpted his face with contour, and carefully lined his eyes. As the layers of makeup built up, Liam started to feel a strange warmth in his chest. He had never been the focus of anyone's attention like this before, let alone in such a positive and nurturing way. When Chloe applied blush to his cheeks and swiped a soft, pink lipstick across his lips, Liam glanced at his reflection. For the first time, he didn't see the shy, self-conscious man who had walked into the room. Instead, he saw someone with softer, more defined features, a person he hardly recognized but who seemed more confident, somehow more at peace. With a deep breath, Chloe handed him the dress. He hesitated, the unfamiliarity of the situation making his heart beat faster, but with Chloe's encouragement, he slipped it on. The fabric was soft against his skin, a new sensation that somehow felt right. When Chloe zipped up the back, he felt a small thrill run through him, a feeling he couldn't quite explain. Then came the heels, modest ones, but still a far cry from the sneakers he was used to. With each step, his nerves slowly began to settle, though he couldn't quite pinpoint why. Finally, Chloe stepped back and took in the sight of him. "All right, Liam, or should I say, Leah, are you ready to see?" Liam swallowed hard, his breath catching in his throat. He slowly turned toward the mirror, unsure of what to expect. When he saw his reflection, he couldn't help but gasp. The person staring back at him was a stranger, a woman with delicate features, wearing the soft elegance of the dress, standing with an unexpected grace. For the first time in his life, Liam felt something he had never experienced before: pride. A strange sense of satisfaction bloomed in his chest as he studied himself from different angles. "Wow," he whispered. I look different. I look good." Chloe beamed, clearly proud of the transformation. "You look amazing. But it's not just the makeup or the clothes, it's you. You're standing taller, more confident."
"Can you feel it?"
Liam's smile widened, the warmth of her words sinking deep into him. "Yeah, I do feel it. I didn't think I could, but I do." As the evening went on, Chloe encouraged him to experiment further. Leah tried on different outfits, practiced walking in heels, and even posed in front of the mirror. What had started as a playful experiment quickly became a revelation. Leah, in this new form, felt more herself than Liam ever had. The transformation had unlocked something inside him, a hidden confidence he never knew existed. With Chloe's gentle support, he began to realize that perhaps, just maybe, this new version of himself wasn't as foreign as he thought. It was still him, only stronger, more at ease, and ready to embrace the world with a new sense of self-assurance. In the days that followed, Liam couldn't shake the feeling that something inside him had shifted. For as long as he could remember, he'd always blended into the background, hiding from the world in his quiet, reserved way. But Leah, the version of himself Chloe had helped him become, was different. Leah was confident, assertive, and unafraid to stand out. She was everything Liam had always hoped to be, but never quite knew how to achieve. One evening, after lying awake in bed, thoughts swirling around his head, Liam finally decided he needed to share what was on his mind. He turned to Chloe, his voice unsure but determined. "Chloe, I've been thinking about that night about Leah. It felt strange, but in a way I can't quite explain. I felt more myself than I ever have. I want to try it again. I want to see where this could take me." Chloe's face lit up, her heart swelling with joy. "I was hoping you'd say that. Whatever you need, I'm here for you. We'll take it one step at a time, together." What had started as a playful experiment soon morphed into a journey of self-discovery. As Liam embraced his identity as Leah, something remarkable began to unfold. He discovered a new sense of freedom, shedding the layers of doubt and insecurity he had carried for so long. Each time he put on the clothes, perfected his makeup, and saw the reflection staring back at him, he felt a little more at peace with who he was. Chloe stood by him every step of the way, never questioning, only supporting. She helped Liam explore this new side of himself, offering advice on outfits, makeup, and even accompanying him to stores to shop for clothes that would allow Leah to blossom. For Chloe, it wasn't just about Liam's transformation into Leah, it was about seeing the person Liam was always meant to be. As Leah, Liam began to venture into the world outside the safety of their home. The first time they went out together, to a quiet cafe on a calm afternoon, Liam's nerves were on edge. He expected the worst: stares, whispers, judgment. But as he sipped his coffee, fully dressed as Leah, he realized that nothing of the sort happened. People treated him like anyone else. There were no strange looks or pointed comments. For the first time, Leah felt seen without the weight of scrutiny. Chloe smiled warmly across the table.
"See?
You're just a woman having coffee, nothing more." A wave of relief washed over Leah, making her realize how many walls had been broken down in that simple moment. "Yeah, it's not as bad as I thought." As the days turned into weeks, Leah began to question whether this was just a passing phase or something more profound. With Chloe's unyielding support, Leah seriously considered living this new version of herself more permanently. The idea of becoming Leah full-time seemed daunting, yet it felt like the only way forward. The more she embraced Leah, the more it felt like the real Liam had been hiding in plain sight all along. The road ahead wasn't without its challenges. There were moments of doubt, times when Leah wondered if she could truly embrace this new life outside of the comfort of her home. But for the first time, she felt a sense of belonging and clarity that had long evaded her. The transformation, which had begun as a simple experiment, had unlocked a whole new world. A world where Leah could thrive, confident in who she was, proud of the person she had become. What started as a little push from Chloe had blossomed into a journey of self-acceptance, one that Leah was ready to fully embrace. Chloe had been right all along. Sometimes, it only takes a little encouragement to reveal the person we were always meant to be. And for Leah, that push had opened doors to a life she never dreamed possible.